Hey guys, welcome back to the video. Today we're doing reading time, which I haven't done this because I don't even know, but I got new earphones and hopefully y'all can hear me better. I know it kind of works on the webcam, but I got there's this little piece and I'll be staring up there because I think the camera's up there, but I'm using it right now. So today we are reading for a Fahrenheit 451. Let's explain. So pretty much this dude is a firefighter who burns books. Okay, so they have to burn books instead of save fire. And there's a lot of things that happen in here. I have read this book, and let's get into it. So that's all you really need to know. Unless if I tell y'all more, then I'll just spoil the whole thing. You know what? I don't need earphones. We're reading a book today. Hopefully y'all can hear me. If not, then I'll have to restart the video. But we're just going to see the upper right here. The top, you can see a little bit of the kitchen and that. So let's get into reading. Okay. Now y'all thinking, Malachi, hurry up. So, part 1. The Hearth and the Salamander. Just saying before we start, I am terrible at pronouncing words. So if I pronounce a word wrong, I'm sorry. Not really. I just don't know how to read. Okay. So I'll let y'all see this. All right. Let's get into it. It was a pleasure to burn. Oh, I will make voices with it just to make fun. Okay, let's go. Sorry, I'm not doing good today. It was a pleasure to burn. It was a special pleasure to see things eaten, to see things blackened and changed. With the brass nozzle in his, in his fist, with a great python spitting its venom out of its kerosene upon the world. The blood pounded in his head, and his hands were the hands of some amazing conductor, playing with all this. She's not here. Symphonies, sympathies, I don't know, of blazing and burning to bring down the tatters of charcoal ruins of history. With the symbolic helmet numbered 451 on the soiled head, and his eyes all orange flame with the thought of what came next, he flickered the igniter. Mom, what's this word? Sorry. Igniter. I said it right. Igniter. Can you shut that? Thanks. Igniter. And I lost my place. Oh, there it is. Okay. If y'all have a book, keep on reading. And the house jumped up in a gorging fire that burned the evening sky red and yellow and black. He strode in a swarm of fireflies. He wanted, above all, the old joke, to shove a marshmallow on a stick in the furnace, while flapping pigeon wings book died on the porch of the lawn of the house, while the books went up in sparkling flames. Oh, whirls. While the books went up in sparkling whirls, and blew on a wind turned dark with burning. Montaigne, oh, that's his name. Montag, that's the dude. Grinned with the fierce grin of all the men signed and driven back by flame. He knew that when he returned to the firehouse, he might wink at himself. A minstrel man, Bernacourt, Never know. In the mirror, later going to sleep, he would feel the fiery smell gripped by his face muscles in the dark. It never went away. That smile, it never went away. As long as he could remember. As he remembered. He hung up his black beetle colored helmet and shined it. He hung his flame-proof jacket neatly. He shoved his luxuriously, showered it luxuriously, and then whistling hand in pocket, walked across the upper floor to the fire station and fell down in the hole. At the last moment, when disaster seemed positive, he pulled his hands from his pockets and broke his fall by grasping the golden pole. He slid to a squeaking halt. The heels 1 inch from the concrete floor downstairs. He walked the fire station along the midnight street toward the subway where the silent air-propelled train slid soundlessly down the lubricated glue in the earth and let him out with a great puff of warm air into the cream-tilted escalator rising to the suburb. Whistling, he let the escalator waft him into the still night air. He walked toward the corner, thinking little about nothing in particular. Before he reached the corner, however, he slowed as if a wind had sprung up from nowhere, as if someone had called his name. The last few nights he had, I think that's a typo, it says had, two hads. He had the most uncertain feeling about the sidewalk just around the corner, here moving the starlight toward his house. He had felt the moment prior to making the turn. Someone had been there. The air seemed charged with a special calm, as if someone had waited there quietly. And only a moment before he came, simply turned to the shadow and let him through. Perhaps his nose detected a faint perfume, perhaps the skin on the backs of his hand, on his face, and felt temperature rise at one spot where a person standing might raise the immediate atmosphere 10 degrees for an instant. There was no understanding it. Each time it made the turn, he saw only the white, unused black buckling sidewalk, with perhaps one night something vanishing swiftly across a lawn before he could focus his eyes or speak. So I'll explain to y'all for the little kids, big kids, you got it. So pretty much, he's just talking about what he sees. It's pretty weird. I don't really understand it. But if somewhere in here, it'll show something cool. Not cool, but scary. Like if it happened, you'd be like, wow, you'd blown back. But right now, he's just talking about around him. And he said he went to dark corner in his house. So I think he just entered his house. All right. Where were we? But now tonight, he had slowed almost to a stop, his inner mind reaching out to turn the corner for him. He had the faintest whisper breathing, or was the atmosphere compressed merely by someone standing very quietly there, waiting? He turned the corner. The autumn leaves blew the moonlight pavement in such a way. Never mind. He's still on the street. Then we gotta wait. pavement in such a way to make a girl who was moving there seem fixed to a siding walk, letting the motion of the wind and the leaves carry her forward. Her head was half bent to watch her shoes stir in the circling leaves. Her face was slender and milk white, and in it was a gentle hunger that touched over everything with tireless curiosity. It was a look about amount over the pale sunrise. The dark eyes were so fixed to the world that no move escaped them. Her dress was white and it whispered. So right now he just saw a girl, okay? He just saw a tiny girl. Not a tiny girl, but this girl will change his life. That's a little spoiler. Think about it.
That man's coming by the fix.
Well, let me finish this video because the dude's about to pass by.
I'm just gonna run them off.
Okay, sorry guys. I don't know why. People like to interrupt my video. That was a joke. That was a joke. Anywho, gentle touched over everything curiously. He looked over the girl's face. Oh, it was a look almost of pale surprise. The dark eyes were so fixed to the world that no move escaped them. Her dress was white, and oh, I read that. He almost thought he heard the motion of her hands. As she walked, the infinitely small sound now, the white stir of her face turning when she discovered she was a moment away from a man who stood in the middle of the pavement, waiting. The trees overhead made a great sound of letting down their dry rain. The girl stopped and looked as if she might pull back in surprise. But instead, she regarded Montag, which is the dude, with the eyes so dark and shining and alive that he felt he had something quite wonderful. But he knew his mouth had only moved to say hello. And then when he seemed hypnotized by the slender on his arm, the phoenix disc on his chest, he spoke again. Of course, he said, "You're our new neighbor, aren't you?" And you must be. She raised her eyes from his professional symbols, the fireman. Her voice trailed off. How oddly you say that. I'd have. Now I got changed to a girl voice. Give me a second. I lost it. I know it with my eyes shut, she said slowly. What? The smell of kerosene? Oh, what? The smell of kerosene? My wife always complains, he laughed. You never wash it off completely. No, you don't, she said in a way. He felt she was walking in a circle about him, turning him in for in, shaking him quietly, and emptying his pockets without once moving herself. Kerosene, he said, because the silence had lengthened, is nothing but perfume to me. Does it seem like that? Really? Of course, why not? She gave herself time to think. I don't know. She turned to face the sidewalk, going toward their homes. Do you mind if I walk back with you? I'm Clarissa McLean. So remember, Clarissa's the girl. Montag is a dude. Okay, come along. What are you doing out here so late, wandering around? How old are you? They walked in the warm, cold, blowing night on the silvered pavement. They almost said silver. Would have been Silver Ninja. And there was the faintest breath of fresh. Mom, what's this word? Top one.
Apricots.
What's that?
The fruit.
Oh, apricots is the fruit. And then the fresh apricots and strawberries. I don't know. I still don't know what apricots are. Water time.
Apricot is almost like a peach.
Oh, something learned every day. I lost it. In the air, and he looked around and realized this was quite impossible. So late in the year, that was the only girl walking with him now. Her face bright as snow. Almost had to sneeze. Sorry, that was dramatic. In the moonlight, and he knew she was working his questions around, seeking the best answers she could give possible. Oh, possibly give. Sorry. If you're reading this book, you know I'm bad. Okay. The best answer she could possibly give. Well, she said, I'm 17 and I'm crazy. My uncle says the two always go together. When people ask what your age, he said, whoa, when people ask your age, he said, always say 17. Insane and insane. Isn't this nice night to walk? I like to smell things and look at things and sometimes stay up all night walking and go. How much time? Jeez, this is a long book. I forgot how many chapters there were. This is pretty long. Forgot the chapters were chapters. Well, I'm gonna read this and then we're gonna end the book and then I'll make another video if I want to. It's my choice, not yours. Unless you leave a like and we get to 30 likes, then I'll finish the book. Okay. I'm not afraid of you at all. He was surprised. Why should you be? So many are afraid of firemen. I mean, but you're just a man, after all. He saw himself in her eyes, suspended in the two shining drops of bright water. Himself dark and tiny in the fine detail. The line about his mouth. The lines. I can't read. About his mouth. Everything there as if there were two miraculous bites of violet amber and might capture and hold himself intact. Her face turned to him now. Was fragile milk crystal with a soft consent of light in it. It was not a hysterical light of electricity, but what? But the strangely comfortable and rare, gentle fluttering light of the candle. One time, as a child in a power failure, his mother had found and lit a glass candle, and there had been a brief hour of rediscovery of such illumination that space lost its vast dimensions and drew comfortably around them, and they, mother and son, alone, transformed, hoping the power might not come to again too soon. And Clarice McLean said, and we're ending it. So let's just put a bookmark. There's my bookmark. So read that next time. Thank you for watching. Okay, let's fix this. Okay, that's better. So much better. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and if we get you 30 likes, I will finish more of the book. So, you had some fun reading. I read terribly. I'm just going to end it here. Thank you for watching. Stay safe and stay hydrated. Don't do dumb things like I do. Okay, that's it. Peace out. Peace out. That was on an accident. Bye.